No penalty for me.
No penalty for you?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
They're both
Right
grabbing.
then.
What? If they're both going to grab, then I'll just leave it be.
Finishes then Real Sociedad 2, Barcelona 2. Real Sociedad be disappointed not to get the win here.
Yes, Barcelona are fortunate that they come out of Anoeta with a point. If you watch the first 30 minutes of the game, and the part that it would be frustrating for Barcelona fans is that you rested players in the midweek because you were looking ahead to this game. And understanding that historically, it's just not easy for Barcelona to go into Anoeta and get a result. It's uncomfortable. Something happens to Barcelona when they go to Real Sociedad. It just doesn't quite work out for them. So you're supposed to be fresh. You're supposed to be high energy. You're supposed to be on the front foot because you were rested in the midweek. And they were not. They were reacting to everything that Real Sociedad was doing. Real Sociedad were the ones that were on the front foot, inspired with possession, passing the ball around, moving it around, getting to every 50-50 challenge, getting to every second ball. And Barcelona's trying to react to whatever it is that Real Sociedad was doing. And so for the first 30 minutes, there was only one team on the field, and Barcelona was fortunate that they were only down 1-0. Now, the last 10-15 minutes of the first half and the first 10-15 minutes of the second half, it was where Barcelona were able to slow down the game enough to where they were able to control the possession. And from there, it got a little bit better. But whenever the game became a back and forth and it was open, Barcelona could not keep up with the pace. And so this is when you have to ask the question of Valverde. And he has a big issue to sort out with Barcelona in the midfield, and that's Sergio Busquets.
Right.
Barcelona is not, this version of Barcelona does not control the pace of the game the way that other Barcelona teams did in the past. And so what happens, because you're not carrying the possession into the attacking half, and because you're not maintaining the pace and rhythm of the game, a guy like Busquets gets exposed because as the game gets stretched and people start running by him, he just doesn't have the athleticism to get back and defend. He doesn't tackle anybody. What does that do? And people say, well, what is that going to do for the team? Well, if Busquets is unable to cover the ground defensively, then that forces Frankie de Jong back into a more defensive role. That takes Frankie de Jong from an attacking position. And so what ends up happening is that there is no outlet, no natural outlet, no transition. What does Lionel Messi do? Well, he drops into that sort of kind of playmaking position, deeper role, and that takes him away from goal. So it's all domino effect. This guy can't defend, then Frankie de Jong drops in further, Lionel Messi drops in further because he wants to get in contact with the ball, and now he's 40 yards away from goal, and Barcelona become very predictable in what they do. The other thing that I would ask is, if you're Antoine Griezmann, and you scored a goal against Mallorca, coming from the left-hand side, and today you did exactly the same thing, just patiently making a run in behind down the left-hand side, why does he continue to try to drift into the middle, into a space in which he runs into Messi and Suarez and De Jong and whoever else is in there? If you see that it's working when you come out from the left-hand side, that you give the team some width and you can make that diagonal run and people will find you and you will score goals doing that, I know it's in your nature to come inside, but maybe you think, okay, wait a minute, I'm scoring goals like this. Why don't I continue to do this? For whatever reason, he can't figure it out himself. And Barcelona, today, I'll repeat it, they were fortunate to get a point. I think Valverde will take the point.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.